BLC Jamaica for all your services in alarms, CCTV, and gate automation. Call us today at 1-876-351-1105 or 876-320-7711. Check us out for all your security services. Again, call us at 1-876-351-1105 or 876.
Good morning. Welcome to another special preview on the Open Gate Show for Facebook and YouTube. We have here veteran trainer Harry Jaghai, a man who has been in the game from its onset. He rode horses, a man whose sense of humor is very high and loved by all in racing. Harry, welcome to the Open Gate Show.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
When first did you came into horse racing?
Oh, I came into horse racing 1951. And I went to the stable of the late T.M. Zadie. That's 51 Raiders Road. I was encouraged by my brother Henry. And in those days, they have a famous jockey named Frankie Fraser. But the public thought he was a full Indian. But no, he was a half-bred. Yes, no disrespect at the same time. So, you know, that's how I came in. And I went to the stable of Mr. Zadie. Tufik Zadie, who is the father of Millard Zadie.
Yes.
Who was a champion trainer for many years.
So you went to the stable as, with the intentions of learning to ride or to groom horses, what?
Yes, I was encouraged by my brother to become a jockey. So my mother took me, one Sunday, my mother took me to the stable of Mr. Zadie, and he accepted me, and from there onward, that is it.
Well,
I became, that's 1951, so I became a legal apprentice, 1952, register with the Jockey Club of Jamaica. In those days, the Jockey Club of Jamaica situated at 10 Duke Street, downtown. And that's it from there.
other rider,
Yes.
both apprentice and jockey, how many races did you rode in and how successful
Yes.
were you? And as well as,
Yes,
tell me your
yes,
best moment as a rider.
yes. I was not so much successful as a rider. I won 3 races at 3 different tracks. 1952, I rode Quilt at Old Harbour, Little Ascot, a filly by the name of Quilt. And then in August, I rode another winner at Knutsford Park, Zakiel Dean, name of the horse. And in 1967, I rode a winner at Caymanas Park, Boxing Day. The horse is by name Polyphemus, a one-eyed fellow. And that's why I traded 3 different tracks.
Well, that's really remarkable.
Yeah.
The jockeys you usually compete with, can you name some?
Oh, yes, man. Frankie Fraser was a famous guy. Gussie Douglas, Augustus Douglas. The late Clifford Stewart. Well, Gussie passed off, I understand, in the U.S. Sticky Maitan, a old man.
Yeah.
He was a strong old man. Him short and sticky Maitan. You know, he wound up in the hospital and passed off some years ago. And Sutherland, I think, Bloomfield.
Doodle Bloomfield.
Doodle Bloomfield.
Yes.
Lorenza Bloomfield.
Yes.
Yes, and many others I can't remember.
In those days, the jockeys were, well, there were a lot of jockeys, a lot of good jockeys.
Yes.
Compare, if you can, then with now, with what you know of the jockeys presently? I mean, what I mean is their way of going about and their behavior, etc.
They were good. We were good behaving people, man. We will run about. We stick to apprentice master and do whatever he marks us of doing.
Most grooms and even some trainers first came into the game wanted to be a jockey, and they end up because of weight problems and everything.
Yeah.
What transpired you from a jockey to becoming a trainer?
Oh, well, after finish my apprentice time, it was 1958, I think.
The day of my birth, when it was August 5th?
Yeah, yes. And I became a jockey, full-fledged jockey now after that. Yes. What was that?
From a jockey to a trainer.
Oh, yes. Yes, I rode winner at 1967 at Caymanas Park.
Yeah.
And then my brother wasn't breeding from there on. So he recommended I got a trainer. No, sorry. There was a trainer, the late Harry Passad.
Yeah.
He had horses here with my brother. They built the stable. So with the intention of Passad being the trainer and I being the rider. Apparently, Mr. Passad, some reason or the other, it was not successful. So my brother said to me I should take a try. And I went to the examine. The examiner were Ren Gonzalez and others. I was successful. That's 1972.
I remembered when I was much younger.
Yes.
Wayne DaCosta, Simon Crosskill, and a few others,
Yes.
including myself, Michael Mahadio, carried us here
Yes,
at this
yes.
very same place one night.
Yes.
And we look at Conquistador
Yes.
and some of your horses, and
Yes.
it was very interesting.
Yes.
But becoming a trainer, who was your first winner?
My first winner was Conquistador.
Oh, well,
Yes. The Berger Pain Cup.
yes,
Fortunately, I have the cup up to this day.
yes,
The owner was Tony Wong, a Chinese gentleman.
yes.
Yes. That's it.
Your first classic horse, I remember that horse because
Yeah.
I played with her.
Yeah.
The same night I came here, horse by the name of Bold Magic.
Bold Magic.
Tell us about that horse and that time.
Yes. She was a good filly. She owned by a gentleman named Keith Beckford.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
Yes, and yes, I won the Governor's Cup with her. And I think
The Oaks.
the Hawks.
Yes.
The Hawks. I know definitely it was a Governor's Cup. The Hawks was near Bangalore.
Uh-huh.
Later part down.
Okay. Well, the Jaghai family has been a dynasty.
Yeah.
Your brother Henry,
Yes.
he has been in the game from quite some time,
Yes.
and he evolved to be champion breeder for several years.
Yes. 7 years in consecutive
Consecutive time. yes.
consecutive time, right?
And a man who puts a lot in what he does, and his son Tony and
Yeah.
Sam and Peter,
Yeah.
all played a part in the horse racing with the Bombay Stud Farm. What connection you had, say, with your brother? Because what I mean to say, he had horses here, there, and everywhere, and he had some with you. Was there any issue between you and your brother why you didn't have all his horses trained?
No, not at all. Him like to spread his horses all around. Yeah, we didn't have no problem, man.
Well, why I ask the question? You see, the Open Gate Show loves to inform people, and there are a lot of people outside who doesn't know much, and they'll make a wild guess and figure that you and your brother had some issues. But
No.
I'm glad you can reveal
Yeah.
to the racing fans that that was not the case. It's just that your brother loves to diversify
No,
his
man.
horses.
We were tightly knitted, man. We were one bloodline. I could never disagree with him in no way. We get on very well, man.
Sure.
And I am proud of him because, I congratulate him for building a stable for me. Let me push me on to become a trainer. And that's it, man. We always live good.
Well, the Open Gate Show applauds the Jaghai family.
Yes.
We really miss him that he has retired.
I can give you a step further back.
Go ahead.
My daddy, Abraham, he had two brothers. And all three brothers was racing fans. One namely, Ramjas the eldest, Chunmun the second, and then Abraham the third, which is my father.
Okay.
They all was racing fans.
Okay.
Used to attend school. I mean, race course at Nunsud
Okay.
and Old Harbour. Yeah, man. It's in the bloodline.
Well, it's good.
Yes, and my father, Abraham, he used to work with Caymanas Park Limited,
Okay.
Yes, he was a good timer. The guy was living in Barbican, but choose a little distance, he doesn't drive. So you have to keep a little lodging in the jockey room that he can get up early and time the horses. Many trainers usually go to him
Okay.
for information about other horses who clock what time they did and this and that, So it's a bloodline.
Well, the only Jaghai in racing now,
Yeah.
locally here, is your son,
Yeah.
Howie.
Howard,
and
yeah.
your nephew,
Yeah.
William,
Brilliant, yes.
in Gulfstream, Florida, have
Yeah.
been doing very well.
Yes, I
Yeah.
understand. So I heard.
Howie had a spurt with a lot of successes, and it waned, and currently he has a small string. The racing at present, it's not easy. If you as a trainer, if you be professional, somehow some owners rather to go where things are, I don't want to say haphazard, but things are not really professionally operated. But today, presently, your views on racing at present, horse racing, what's your take on it? For example, having the trainer's room, you going there, I can say on air, going there, it's pre-COVID time, if you get up out of your seat to make a purchase, you come back, there's no seat. Trainers work 24/7, and the trainer's room should be restricted to trainers and assistant trainers only. What's your take on the whole effects that trainers are having issue with presently? And getting all the good horses, and one can understand, they're professional, they have the family tree, and they mingle with the top guys, so obviously they have an advantage. But yourself as a trainer now, how comfortable are you with what's happening, especially on a race day, say the trainer's room?
Yeah, well, restriction on the trainer's room from ever since. But people still find them way through. But for me personally, I don't force the issue. I just go and sit in the grandstand, pay my money there, and I have to enter. I have to buy a ticket, a cheap ticket, a $300 ticket.
Yes, and you're a trainer.
Yes, as a previous trainer. You touch a point there.
Yes.
I wanted also go on You know, I've seen Mr. Harman. I told him that boy, I need a pass. He sent me to the welfare. And it was not successful. Till him left office now. So I'm going to try Mr. Miller. See if I can get a permanent pass.
Well, you deserve it. Sure.
I think so. You know, that's why it's a supreme venture. This is the way they treat people. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try Mr. Miller and see what him says.
I remember the race, if you call it a gimmick race or a promotional race, where you had yourself, Philip Fiani, Joe Thomas, Kenny Mattis. They rode in the race. Philip Fiani ran fourth with the horse named Hemingway. But you took a while to present yourself into the parade ring. And when you came in the parade ring, the crowd went up. I mean, you know, it was a fun day that day. And I remembered everything vividly. Did you remember that race day?
I don't. No, I don't. I didn't run
There's a
in
race.
that gimmick race.
Yes, there's a race that Chris Harmon put on, where you had yourself, Kenny Mattis, Philip Fiani, Roy Hewitt, Joe Thordy Thomas. Thordy Thomas won the race with a horse named Brevity. Mattis ran second. I don't remember who ran third.
I don't think I was in that race at all. I remember that type of race.
Yeah, you were?
No, I remember the type of race, but I don't think I was in it.
Oh, well, boy.
Check it out. Check the history.
All right. Well, I was almost certain.
Check it.
Anyway,
I
you're
tell
the
you,
one to know.
no, I don't. I didn't take part.
But anyway, you going into the stands and to watch the races, the horses running. Our fans are unique, whereby they ride their horses while the race is going on. And, you know, it's really something that has been impressive to the international horse racing fraternity. And on a race day, in the yesteryears, there were more excitement. You had shrimp, you had peanut, cashew, and all those other things that you have. Maybe a friend or two will pass in through and you could hail them and everything. Now, that is gone. Now it's just punting, wagering, gambling, and sitting down. What would make Harry Jaghai feels better that could happen to horse racing presently at Caymanas Park?
I don't want to say there. I don't know what to say there.
In other words, would you like to see some changes, or you'd like to see something different that would make you feel more comfortable? That, well, yes, the elder horsemen are respected. You know, that's what I meant.
Oh yes, they should arrange something for the previous rider, jockey, and groom. Yes, you should treat it better than what they are going through now. For instance, I have the pay to enter the track after serving the industry for so many years. You know.
The horses then, in my opinion, were much stronger. Yet the nutrition program presently are more advanced. What's your take on that comparison? The horses in your time, say 25, 30 years ago compared to presently. What's your opinion? Why we have so many breakdowns and why we have so many horses not staying a distance of ground and the likes?
Yeah. Horse breakdown is a regular thing. Tendon problem and others, knee, joint, you know.
But in your days, were there as much breakdowns as now?
No, we didn't have so much breakdown. There was so much breakdown.
Can you say why, in your opinion, you think that
Well,
trainers were more patient, there were better trainers then, or what?
no, not really. Not really. The same pattern every trainer, majority trainer use them. So it's just unfortunate that you have breakdown. I don't want to blame the track outright because it has been maintaining good. rake water and, you know. So I think it's a even ground, you know. But majority is overdue. You know, extend, overextend. For instance, you tell a jockey don't push. And when you're watching the jockeys pushing, you have to bawl him, hey, don't do that. You know, that's my policy. I always said, I never like my horse shove out. I like to see them on the bridle.
Yeah.
Racing, you shove him,
True.
you know.
What's your most memorable moment as a trainer? What time, what race, or what event you can remember that made you very, very happier than ever?
Well, I've used maiden. I won Governor's Cup, I think. And I'm maiden, I won the Hawks.
Okay.
That's Lady Bangalore. That was a good feat, you know. That was a good deed.
Harry, we are here under the supervision, if we may say, of the
Yeah.
promoting company, Supreme Ventures Racing Entertainment Limited.
Yeah.
They have been trying a lot of things. They, you know, at first when they started implementing certain things, most horsemen were offensive against it, and it turned out that some of what they implemented were good.
Yeah.
Recently, they want to change the distance for the Oaks and some of the classic races. What's your take on that?
Yes, I heard it over the radio. Apparently, it seems as if we haven't got much horses that can stay the journey. So, you know, their promoters probably studied that and decide that they are going to do it. I don't think it was, you know, like for instance, the Governor's Cup, not much steer, Derby, mile and a half, St. Ledger, out. St. Ledger used to be a mile and 3/4, you know.
I remember. Yeah.
And then it got down to a mile and quarter, I think.
Yes, that's what it reached.
Yes. So, yeah, says, you know, the breeders have to, you know, try their best and see if they can get down foreign mare and then see if they can build back the breeding industry.
Well, you know, in your time, I can remember most of the horses came from Europe. The Lucas, Burnham Wood,
Yeah.
all those horses. And whichever horse has the gene that predominantly get a distance of ground, their progeny usually simulates that.
Yeah.
And who are sprinters are sprinters. Now we are all coming from the United States, all our lines.
Yeah.
And down to their third generation, yes, they stay, but they're all sprinters, and you know it doesn't augur well for racing. As a matter of fact, in the United States, you know, horsemen there are really concerned how they are not producing horses with stamina of late. So, you know, everyone is talking about, oh, we need to import more mares, we need to import more this and that. But, you know, to import horses that are from Europe, which are genuine stayers, I mean, they're true to what their line says.
Yes.
Do you think the introduction of Lasix and Buttes, which is predominant in this side of the world, do you think it has anything to do with our horses not really staying the long distances as what happened some time ago?
No, I don't think the Lasix and the abuse have anything to do with that. Lasix is for bleeding, and the other one is a painkiller.
Yeah, you came into the sport, well, as a jockey in 1952, but as a trainer, I was still a little kid going to Jamaica College then.
Yeah.
Horses that were bleeders in your time, there were no Lasix.
No Lasix. No
For
Lasix.
you, Harry Jaghai, what was your way of getting that horse okay to run?
Oh,
A breeder.
Well, I have read the American theory, to which hold water, and then green grass for certain hours,
Yeah,
a 4-hour period.
yeah.
That's what I read in the American theory. So I usually stick with it.
Yes. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because the lasix, what it does, it really dehydrates the horse. So, withholding water as well as green grass, which the green grass has so much water.
So
in
much
it,
water, yeah.
It's dehydrated so much. But funnily, in modern times, people not really love the natural way. Well, I shouldn't say modern times. I mean, a couple of years ago, of recent, people are trying to go back to go natural. Because, I think natural is better. It's just that we intend to have so many race meets, unlike yesteryears. And, trainers and owners tend to want to race their horses as often as possible because, to maintain them, it costs a lot. But at this time, you are retired, aren't you?
Apparently, yes and no question. I was in action up to 2018, but I felt a little sick, and then I stopped training. I spent 4 months in 2018. I wasn't feeling good, so my owner said, since you're not feeling so good, you got to make a change.
Yeah.
It was one owner had.
I remember.
With 4 horses. So I
Double,
said,
wasn't it?
yes. So I said, okay, and that's it.
Well, I am really privileged for you to spend your time with the Open Gate Show, revealing to the racing fraternity some history on the Jaghai family, especially with you, starting from when you came into racing as a jockey and up to present. Harry Jaghai, the Open Gate Show is very grateful to have you for this interview, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yes, good.
All right.
Yes.
God bless.
BLC Jamaica for all your services in alarms, CCTV, and gate automation. Call us today at 1-876-351-1105 or 876-320-7711. Check us out for all your security services. Again, call us at 1-876-351-1105 or 876